We spoke in the last year on Yiras Hashem Kedoshav Kein Machzah Lireyav. The next pasuk we say in Bechas Hamazon, as we finish off Bechas Hamazon, Kfirim Rashu V'Re'evu V'Doshi Hashem L'Yachzu Choltev. Kfirim Rashu V'Re'evu. At times they're impoverished, they're poor, V'Re'evu, and they could starve. But Doshi Hashem, those who seek out HaKadosh Baruch Hu, L'Yachzu Choltev, they'll never be lacking any good. They'll have everything good that they need. So two things. Number one, you have to realize that means that if Yiras Shemayim doesn't have it, he's not chasar it. He might think he's lacking, but he's not really. That's what we spoke to two shurim ago from Yosef Chaim Sonnenfeld, that he learned with his wife Mesilas Yesharim. Then you're not lacking once you learn Mesilas Yesharim. But what is Kfirim Rashu? What are Kfirim? So the Targum says B'nei Aryavon, which means young lions. And the Mefarshim explained that young lions, even though they're the king of the jungle, at times they don't have prey to find. They don't have what to eat. But Doshi Hashem lo yachsu chol tov. Even though the lions are the king of the jungle, they can rip anybody apart, anything apart. But sometimes they are lacking. But someone who's a Derish Hashem will never be lacking. The Metzudah says Kefirim comes from the word Gevirim, the Ashirim, wealthy people. That even wealthy people sometimes, they have their ups, they have their downs. And sometimes there's a rov in town, there's a hunger, and even if you have money, but there's no food to buy with the money. But someone who's a Yiras Shemayim, the Rebbeinu Shalom will make sure they're never lacking. But there's a third pshat that some say. The Ibn Ezra brings Kefirim Yesh Oimrim HaKoifrim Be'ikr. Those who are Koifer Be'ikr, those who are apostates, those who are heretics, those who don't believe in HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And he says, "Vanochein be'enai shehem b'nei ha'adam ha'doimim l'kfirim l'treif b'reiv oichlam hinei rashu ve'evu." He says these people they don't believe in the Rebbeinu Shalom, right? They're looking around for food and they can't find it. And sometimes it's not just that the food that we're talking about of the gashmistic food that they eat, but a person to be satisfied, right? And not to be out seeking and searching. He says a person who has emunah, a person who has Yiras Shemayim, he is satisfied, right? He, even if this time there's less food around, but if he understands that he's living with the Rebbeinu Shalom, then what he has is what fills him. So it's not just that the Rebbeinu Shalom is going to take care of giving food and shalom and every type of food that anybody wants because he's a man HaKadosh Baruch Hu. But Kfirim Rashu V'Re'evu. The others are Kfirim, and they walk around, they look like they're all happy, but Be'etzim, they go to sleep at night, they're Rashu V'Re'evu, they're impoverished, they're poor, they're missing something. Deep down they feel a lack of something. But Doshi Hashem, those who seek out the Rebbeinu Shalom, Lo Yachzu Chol Tov. Right? He says, it's an interesting lashon of it. It says, Yesh Eimrim HaKoifrim Be'ikav HaNochem Be'enai Shehem B'nei Ha'adam HaDoimim L'Kfirim L'treif B'reiv Ochlam Hini Rosh V'Evu V'Doshi Hashem Shlo Yivakshu Lechem Rak Me Hashem Levadi. They're not seeking out just bread. They're seeking out just from the Rebbeinu Shalom. Right? Those people are not lacking. If a person wants to be not lacking, he has two choices. He can be not lacking and try to fill himself. He can fill himself on food. But then, as we say, right, kiyim, right? We're not hungry. We're not starving. We're not thirsty, except for the word of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Hashem, right? So kfirim rashu v're'evu, but doshi Hashem lo yachzir chol tov. If a person finds the Rebbeinu Shalom, finds Yiras Shemayim, he'll never be chasar because he'll have what he'll need inherently, even if his stomach might be a little bit hungry.